Hi, I'm Martin Bolter. Welcome back, and you are watching AutoCAD 2020 tutorials. So welcome to tutorial number 5, and in this tutorial we're going to be looking at rectangular arrays, polar arrays, and then the different layers that we can use to highlight hidden details or construction lines or datum lines. And I'll also look at how the line scaling makes a big difference between how the different dots or the dot dashes that you're going to use will come out onto the screen itself. So we'll jump straight into it and we'll work through this tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new layer in our layer properties menu. So select that and then come down into this screen and select the new layer. The new layer we're going to call it hidden, and this is going to be our hidden detail line. We're going to give it a color, and I'm going to give mine a nice bright color for this tutorial, so I'm going to choose red. I'm going to change the line type, so we're going to load a new line type, and I'm going to choose the actual already written hidden line type. It's a short dash line. I'll select that and then click OK, and that's now given that new layer the line type hidden. Once you're happy with all the details there, everything looks fine, we're going to close this menu down, and we're just going to draw a couple of lines to show you how to change the layer of the line. So any random length, and you'll notice that it's come up in our original drawing layer. If we come up here, select the hidden layer and draw another line, any length. You'll notice that the dashes are very, very small because actually that line is very long and I'm zoomed out quite a long way. So to change the scaling, click Property, right click on the line and click Properties, and then here where it says Line Type Scaling, you can adjust this to whatever is right for your drawing. 10 is a little bit big for me, so I'm just going to drop it down. 3 is about right for a short dash line. I'll close that window down. Now if I select a line and then come down and swap it layer, it will now change its layers property to that given layer, and you'll notice that it should be with the line type scaling that you put for the other one. Sometimes you draw a line and the line type scaling reverts back to its original scale. So we need to change the global line type scaling. So if you type in LT scale, now this is the global line type scale for this layer. And hopefully by entering, I've entered 4, so entering that value, this has changed the global scale so that all of your lines or dimensions or whatever you're using for that layer has a new global scale of 4 or whatever you set it to. I'm going to add another layer in now, and this one's going to be construction layer. I'll change its color. I'll keep it another bright color for this tutorial, so a nice bright green. Click OK. I'm going to change and load in a new line type. And for most construction lines we use a dotted line, so I'll click the dot line and click OK. I'll then select the dot line and click OK again, and now that has changed the line type for that layer. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do some arrays now. We're going to start with a polar array. So I've switched back to my original layer. I'm then going to change the layer to a construction layer because I want to draw a vertical construction line so that I've got an intersect at the top of the circle. I'm going to turn on my ortho mode at this point and just draw a general vertical line. So I've now got an intersect of the vertical line with the perimeter of the circle. I'm going to draw another circle, but before that I'm going to change back to our original drawing layer. There we go. So now draw a little circle at the top here, where the intersect was, any size, and now I'll be able to use the polar array function to multiply that around the perimeter of the circle. So first off, select the thing you want to polar array, and then the center point of the array, and you'll see it has now copied that around 6 times around the 360 degree circle, and therefore the angle between was 60 degrees. If we change the parameters so that we change it down to 25 degrees, it's now put the 9 with 25 degrees between them, and obviously it's only gone around 200 degrees of the circle. And again, we could change it so that actually we only want to go around 180 degrees, so it'll be 23 degrees between each of the 9 circles. When you're happy, click OK, and you'll notice that all of the circles in that polar array are linked. They are all associated with each other. So if you want to unlink them or unassociate them, one of the ways you can do it is using the explode command. So just type in explode, then select the object, right click after this, and now you should find that each individual circle is separate and they aren't joined together or associated. So I'll now show you how to do a rectangular array. So I'm going to draw another little circle. I'm going to select the rectangular array function, which if it's not there, it's in the drop down. So you can just drop down and select the rectangular array. Select the circle, right click once you've selected it, and you can now adjust the distance between, or the overall length, the number of rows, lots and lots of variables that you can change here to give you the polar array that you want. Now you'll see that it says associative as a menu item here up along the top. If you click that and deactivate it, then it will automatically mean that the circles or the arrays, that whatever you're arraying, is now not associated. So when you go and hover over them, they're all individual. So if I wanted to delete the 2 middle ones, then I can delete the 2 middle ones if that's necessary. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more content to do with AutoCAD 2020 and Inventor 2020. If you've liked what you've watched and it's worked for you, hit that like button, and also add any comments for any future content you want to see, and I'll try and put something together for you. Thank you very much for watching.